Arsenal 3, West Ham United 1. Yes, people, wife boy, and I just got back from the Emirates Stadium to watch this match, and what an atmosphere, by the way. It's my first time going to a Premier League game this season. I've been to a couple of the Europa League matches, but watching a Premier game at the Emirates, oh my days, it's night and day compared to how it has been in previous seasons. If you have the means to go, I encourage you, I urge you to try to go to a Premier League game at the Emirates Stadium this season. It's absolutely electric, and it was topped off by a brilliant Arsenal performance. I'm more than happy. I thought after this World Cup break, a lot of pundits as well were saying that this could really upset Arsenal's momentum. We were looking to build great momentum going into the Premier League season before the World Cup break hit. We were flying, we were winning games, playing beautiful football, and then a stop right in the middle for the World Cup. Unprecedented. We've never seen it before. How were Arsenal going to look out of this break? And a lot of critics got answered right here today because we played some slick football. And we also looked great because of our patience at times. We came back from 1-0 down today. Doesn't always happen for Arsenal. We seem to start games really well. We did start well today, but we took the first hit. West Ham scoring a penalty off a Saliba challenge. In the stadium, it didn't look like a penalty. I was right in front of it. But of course, the ref gave it. Jarrod Bowen continued his run, but then fell over during his shot, and VAR did not overturn it. And up stepped Saed Benrahma to put it right down the middle and give West Ham United the lead. And it was against the run of play because it was all Arsenal. We were knocking the ball around well. We just couldn't quite find an opening. It was almost as if we're trying to walk the ball into the net. Then on the stroke of half time, we ourselves got awarded the penalty. A shot from Ødegaard, who then apparently struck the hand of the West Ham defender. Upon review by VAR, it got overturned. We were livid in the stadium. Of course, I heard after on Twitter and people WhatsApping me that it did end up hitting the player's head and not his hand, so it was rightly ruled out. But we didn't know in the stadium. VAR does not make it apparent. There's no replays. We just have to go with the flow. And of course, we're all passion merchants, so we all thought it was a penalty to the Arsenal. Either way, look, we go into the half 1-0 down. No one in the stadium was worried. In a lot of previous seasons at Arsenal Football Club, if we take the first hit, if we go 1-0 down, we're worried, man. We're all sitting there thinking, not this again. It's Arsenal. We're going to capitulate again. We're going to literally just not going to be able to get back in the game. Everyone was calm. When we conceded, there was a roar from the crowd. Everyone felt as though we're going to get back in this game. Me included. At no point did I really think nervous in this match. And that's a credit to the Arsenal team that they've literally won me over after 15 to 16 years of bloody just depression at Arsenal Football Club, to be honest. Now I have full confidence in this football team to turn around results, even if it's not going in our favour. In the first half, our wingers were too isolated. Sancar and Martinelli out on the wings were not getting enough service. The game plan was there, have them out wide so we could have Ødegaard, Xhaka and Nketiah just occupy the middle of the pitch, basically. That was the plan. But West Ham defended deep, they defended well. But in that second half, we got our wingers involved in the play. They were picking up the ball more, and guess what happened? Magical stuff happened. And something else happened when we take a shot. How many times does Ødegaard twinkle toes around the box, beats a couple of defenders, then looks to make that final pass, and it just goes wrong? He goes to shoot on this occasion. Bit of a deflection. It falls gratefully into the feet of Bukayo Saka, who slots it past Fabianski to make it 1-1, and what a roar from the crowd. That was us back into the game, and well deserved after a brilliant football match so far from the Gunners. Just couldn't quite get the goal. And then just minutes later, Martinelli puts us into the lead. Now, I don't know why he was doing this, but he gets the ball on the left-hand side, right? And you're taught as a footballer, you either go low and across goal or high and near post. He went low and near post, but thankfully, Fabianski, once a gooner, always a gooner, literally let the ball into his own net, man. We appreciate that. His right foot literally kicked it into the net himself. It didn't matter. We go 2-1 up, and after that, it was commanding. It was well-deserved. West Ham stopped time wasting. They started to actually think they were getting somewhere. Not that they did, though, because we made it 3-1. And this goal from Eddie Nketiah, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. In fact, if you've watched it, go back and watch it again anyway. This half-term was Bergkamp-esque. He gets the ball on his left foot, and this is what a great footballer does. He receives it and puts his body across the ball and then shifts it over, right foot, low and hard, across goal this time. What Martinelli probably should have done, didn't matter anyway. Into the far net, 3-1, game's finished, right at home. Arsenal go top of the table by 8 clear points on Manchester City, who go away to Leeds on Wednesday night, I believe. That's all we could ask for. Now, of course, some people want the clean sheet, etc. But for me, this was more important. The fact we could bounce back against adversity, that can show a lot for the team. And all we needed was these 3 points to kick off Boxing Day and kick off the rerun of the Premier League season. After everyone's had a break, you don't want to have a bit of like a depression, a hangover from this football club, from what's happened during the World Cup. We want to be right back at it, right back with our momentum that we had at the end of the Premier League just before the break. Another great thing is Eddie Nketiah scoring. We've had a lot of people question him, myself included. I'm not going to hide away from it. This still hasn't really changed my opinion necessarily on Nketiah. I still think that at times he's a great striker, just consistently that's what I worry about over a stretch of multiple games. But what has shown me is he does not slow this team down. Even though we didn't have Jesus today, it didn't look that much different. Nketiah was slick, man. He played really well. Picking up the ball, half turn, running at defenders, neat touches. He didn't look out of place one bit in this Arsenal side, which is really good. And it's great for his confidence as well, because whether we like it or not, the geezer is going to be playing games for Arsenal Football Club while Gabriel Jesus is on the sidelines. So we all need to get behind him. And the crowd did, to be fair. In the stadium, we all shouting Eddie's name. So it shows he's got the full backing of the support from the Arsenal fan base. And long may it continue. And long may his goals keep firing in to take Arsenal top of the Premier League for hopefully as long as we can be until May. Let's get into the player ratings now. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Penalty, what can he do? They went down the middle. Other than that, made a couple of nice saves. And other than that, he had nothing really to do. Let's be completely honest. I'll give Ramsdale an 8 out of 10. Right back, Ben White. I thought he had a great game, to be honest. Really good game. The goal didn't come from his side. He looked commanding at all times, going forward as well even. Really great game from Ben White. 8 out of 10. Saliba as well. Back in the starting 11, I didn't think it would happen, given that he got all the way to the final with France. He didn't really play many games, and that probably what factored into his decision, or Arteta's decision, to start him today. And lucky he did, because Saliba played a beautiful game of football here, and I'll give him a 9 out of 10. His mate, Gabriel, also give him a 9 out of 10. Actually, I'm going to drop Saliba to 8, because he did give away the penalty technically. So yeah, Saliba 8 out of 10, Gabriel 9 out of 10, and Tierney as well, again 8 out of 10. His final ball was just missing, but other than that, I thought Tierney had a great game as well. Centre of the park, Thomas Octopus Partey. Gets on the ball, sprays it left, right, wins the ball back. His challenges from deep are outstanding. At times, Declan Rice was breaking for West Ham, or Bowen, or Paqueta even. And he was just there to clean it up, slide across, win the ball back cleanly, and get Arsenal back on the attack. Great performance from Partey, 9 out of 10. Next to him, Granit Xhaka. Still playing at number 8 role, getting forward, getting back. Didn't look out of place whatsoever. Great game from him, 8 out of 10. Martin Ødegaard. For me, Martin was unbelievable today. For me, he's our man of the match. He was so influential in this game. Everything good that happened went through Martin Ødegaard. He had a part to play in every single goal. Him getting on the ball, magical things happen. Around the box, just technically gifted. Like, I'm seeing him do things, even at the end of the game when it's over. Just nutmeg, beautiful turn. He's just a gifted footballer and a pleasure to watch. 9 out of 10 for Martin Ødegaard. Let's move on to the wingers. First half, didn't really do much. Muted, well defended by their fullbacks. Second half, a completely different story. Saka and Martinelli both on the score sheet. In fact, our whole front three on the score sheet. And I'll give both of them a 9 out of 10. And Eddie Nketiah as well, a 9 out of 10. Close for man of the match, but Martin Ødegaard just pips it. But Eddie overall had a beautiful game. I'm not really going to rate our subs, given they didn't have much time on the pitch. The main thing was the starters who played, and good job to them as they came away giving Arsenal the 3 points. But overall, we leave the Emirates Stadium here today on Boxing Day with a massive 3 points to extend our lead at the top of the table to 8. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, make sure you subscribe on my road to 2,000 subscribers. I've been Football, and I hope to see you all in my next video.